Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, where's my brethren in the great city of Manhattan, New York? It's, speaking of Manhattan, I've been in Manhattan, nice place, lovely place, a lot of nice places to eat, and it's an even nicer place when there's a big fight in town, and there is a big fight in town this weekend, I should say, on ESPN, and it's a big fight, and it's a big fight because it's not at the theater at Madison Square Garden. Oh no. It is at the Madison Square Garden, the arena, the actual arena. And Vasyl Lomachenko has finally reached that point in his career where he can headline a show at the arena, the Madison Square Garden. So very interesting. It's gonna be a big fight between him and Jorge Linares. Not sure they're gonna sell out. I was reading that Bob Arum is hopeful that it'll sell out. I heard the tickets are doing pretty well, but we'll see what the numbers are after the fight. But aside from that, I wanted to make this video just to get my thoughts out there on this fight and just be clear about my thoughts on this fight before it actually happens, because a lot of people on YouTube. I mean, most people think Lomachenko is going to win. The only real people I've seen that have picked against Lomachenko that think he's going to lose are people that don't like Lomachenko, that hate Lomachenko, that want to see him lose. So I don't really take their opinions too seriously. But most people picking Lomachenko. I think the question is, how long will it last? Can Linares go 12 rounds? I want to say it like this, man. I want to say it like this. Vasyl Lomachenko, this guy is a superb fighter, just A+ fighter, A++, honestly, with the skill level. I think. Look at his skills. Look at everything he does well. He does everything well. He's pretty much I don't want to say perfect fighter, because there's no such thing as perfect fighter, but I mean, in terms of the way he goes about fighting on the outside, on the inside, his footwork, his balance. I mean, he's pretty much the closest thing. I'm not even gonna lie. He's pretty damn good. So with that being said, I wanted to just say it bluntly. I think Vasyl Lomachenko is going to dominate Jorge Linares. He's going to go up. He's going to go to 135, first fight, to take on one of the best fighters they got available. Probably a guy that some people would rate on the lower half of a pound for pound list. He's going to fight Jorge Linares, and I think he's going to go out there and thoroughly just dominate the guy. Not because I think Linares is a bum or a trash fighter. I just think Lomachenko is one of them rare fighters that comes around maybe once every 10 to 20 years. That one of those generational type of talents. I do rate him that highly. And the thing is this too, people are talking about Lomachenko and Linares, and I think they're forgetting a couple of things about this fight. One, this is Lomachenko's first fight. His first fight at lightweight. He's never had to fight a lightweight, so he's going up to fight Linares, who's going to have the advantage on him in both height and both reach. He has a 1-inch height advantage, roughly a 3.5-inch reach advantage, and you would be led to believe that at that weight class, being that Lomachenko's never fought there, you would think that Linares will be more accustomed to the power. He'll be more settled into the weight. It'll be a fight that suits him more. Just because of the weight. But that's just how special I think Lomachenko is. I think 135. It's not too big of a jump for him. And with Linares, he's a fantastic fighter. Good footwork. Tremendous body puncher. But for everything he does well, he's got some glaring flaws. I mean, we know with Linares, that chin is very suspect. I mean, he's been stopped against DeMarco. He's been stopped against DeMarco and who else I got in front of me? DeMarco, a guy named Sergio Thompson, and then he also got stopped back in 2009 against Juan Carlos Salgado, who I actually just had a chance to watch fight at the Hard Rock recently. He fought Logan Yoon on the co-main event at a card here in South Florida. He got dominated in that fight, but that he's a different fighter now. He's much more older and different fighter when he fought Linares. But it's always been a thing for Linares, his chin, and Lomachenko is not like this monstrous one-punch knockout artist. What he does to you, and I was saying this. If you guys saw my interview with my main man Alex, shout out to Alex. I was saying Lomachenko it's sometimes worse fighting a guy like that. You'd almost rather fight a guy like Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder and just have him sleep you out cold, because it would just be over and done with and you'd be hurt and that'd be it. But see what Lomachenko does to you, he doesn't just beat you. He strips your dignity. He makes you want to go to your corner and tell your trainer to take off your gloves and unwrap your hands. That's what he does to fighters. And there'll be times when he's fighting you, and he's putting that sort of mental pressure on you with the way he's moving and just how he gets in and out of range so quickly, that he's liable to hit you with a shot you don't see coming. And if you don't have the right composure, you might just be getting frustrated, and you might not be all the way there. So for Linares, the challenge is going to be, how long can he hold his composure? And if he can't hold his composure, can he in between the movement, the sharp movement, the angles of Lomachenko, the punches of Lomachenko, can he find the right shot to put a dent in this guy and actually put him into uncomfortable positions? That's a question I have for Linares, and I know it's going to get answered on the night, one way or the other. So I'm looking forward to it. I think early on you might see Linares. I think Linares, if anything, he's probably going to come out and try to fight Lomachenko early on. I mean, I think he should. I think he really should. He might be content to use his range, use his height on Loma, although it's not a massive height advantage. He's got a reach advantage. So he might be content to do that. I can definitely see a scenario where he does that. But honestly, I mean, it's a new weight class. It's a big fight, big stage. All the pressure's on this guy, on Lomachenko, to win. Because let's be honest, 80%, 90% of people out there are going to be picking Lomachenko because there's a lot of hype around him right now. He's earned the hype. But Linares, I think if I was in his corner, and this is me, I would try to, for at least the first round, I would try to impose that weight on him. Propose the weight, impose the size, all that stuff. Just really try to make a statement early on and let Lomachenko know that you're the stronger fighter, you're the bigger fighter in the ring. That's what I'll try to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Linares starts the fight. That's like what's the most interesting to me. But what's crazy about Lomachenko is, ever since the Salido fight, which by the way was the best learning experience he probably could have ever gotten in his career, ever since that fight, he's just grown leaps and bounds, man. Like, just the way with the adjustments he makes, just how he seems to actually be getting better on a fight by fight basis. These are the things that are kind of scary. And for Linares, it's going to be a big stage. Also for Lomachenko, be a big stage because it really not too many bigger stages than this. You're talking about national television. You're talking about Madison Square Garden, prime time, New York City. I mean, as far as boxing goes, it really does not get much bigger than this. So I know there'll be nerves for both fighters. Fighters get nerves all the time, whether it's a small show or a big show. But especially for a fight of this magnitude, it's going to be a lot of nerves there. So I would like to see what will happen if Linares comes out and tries to fight Lomachenko. I think it'd be very interesting to see what happens, how Lomachenko would go about holding his ground in that scenario. That'd be very interesting to me. But I just want to come out and say it like this, man. Whether Linares comes out and he tries to fight Lomachenko early on, or he imposes the size, it's no knock on him. I think he's a world-class fighter. There's no doubt about it. World-class fighter, but there's levels, man. There's levels, and Linares is at a world-class level, but like Lomachenko is like at a all-time great level. I think he's at that level, and you'll see on Saturday night. And I said in my video with Alex, I think Lomachenko is going to score a stoppage victory. He's going to score a stoppage victory kind of, a la Roman Martinez, something like that. If you guys remember the Roman Martinez fight, it was a devastating knockout. I think that's what's going to happen here with Linares. Linares has a suspect chin, always has, always will. He's been stopped 3 times already. He's, credit to him, after getting stopped back-to-back a couple years ago, he has rebuilt his career, and he's picked up some really quality wins against some real quality fighters. And he's earned this fight. But one thing Lomachenko does really well is he knows how to hit you with the shots that you don't see. And if any of you have boxed out there, those are the worst kinds of shots to take, the ones you don't see. That's what Roman Martinez was. That was a shot that he didn't see. So I got Lomachenko stopping Linares somewhere on the 7th, 8th round. And the interesting thing is going to be to me is this. If he goes out there and he dominates Linares, which I fully expect him to do, what will the conversation be like here on YouTube? Will people give him his credit? Will people tip the cap and say, man, this guy is the truth. He is what they say he is, Because Linares is not no bum. Linares is far from a bum. This is a guy that, you know, truth be told, if he would fight Mikey Garcia, he could probably beat Mikey Garcia. Okay, he's that damn good. He's a hell of a fighter. But like I say, man, there's those generational talents that you have every era. You know, we had it our last era with Pacquiao, Mayweather. You know, we're having it this era with the likes of, you know, like Lomachenko, a guy like Roman Gonzalez. You know, fighters like those guys. Even maybe the guy like Terrence Crawford, who made people believe will become that Errol Spence. You know, these guys are those generational type of talents, and we want to see. And I just think it's going to be it's going to take not just a good performance from Linares beat Lomachenko. It'll take a damn near perfect performance beat Lomachenko, because that's the kind of level he's operating at right now. You know, to come into boxing the way he did, have the Vasyl fight, he kind of had an epiphany that, you know, okay, I had a good training camp, but I don't want to leave no stones unturned. I can push myself even harder, and he's done that training camp after training camp after training camp, and you've seen his boxing brain and the preparation in training camp kind of meet up in the ring, and you've seen some quality performances from Lomachenko, you know, and they keep getting better and better and better and better and better. So he has a lot of confidence. You know, he's been through adversity. He's overcome the adversity. You know, he's had the pressure of being this amazing amateur, and then he didn't pan out early on in his career. He could have easily have folded and went into obscurity. You know, we had a guy also on top right. You guys may remember Zhao Shiming. Zhao Shiming was a hell of an amateur. You know, had multiple gold medalists. You know, Bob Arum was trying to fast track him and make him, you know, try to tap into the boxing market in China, which is pretty much untapped. Couldn't do it. Zhao Shiming, you know, folded. The minute he stepped up, he folded. So Lomachenko could have been another Zhao Shiming, but he wasn't. He didn't become another Zhao Shiming. You know, he fought Gary Russell, had a great performance against him. You know, he's fought the likes of he's fought fighters that people were saying he would lose to. He fought Nicholas Walters, made him quit. He fought Guillermo Rigondeaux, made him quit. And now people don't want to give him credit for that. So now it's like, okay, you're fighting Linares. Linares is coming off a really good string of victories. Linares is a very, very quality fighter. Linares is also, because a lot of people were complaining in his last fight against Rigondeaux that he fought a guy who was too small. So now he's fighting a guy that's bigger. So you can't use the size thing. Now if anything, Linares has the advantages. So the interesting thing to me will be if he does turn another, you know, virtuoso performance, will it be appreciated by people who hate him here on YouTube? So we'll wind up and want to see. I look forward to seeing how the fight plays out. I really hope, and I know people are gonna say, "Well, BT, you're just a Lomachenko fanboy. You don't like Lomachenko." No, my honest hope for the fight is that I hope Linares has the best. I really hope Linares has the best performance of his career, because he's gonna need it. He really is. He really is. He can't have a lapse like he did in the Salgado fight or the DeMarco fight. You know, he has any of them lapses and his ass is grass. Simple as that. So I really hope for a great fight. You know, I think anytime, because honestly, I want this fight to be great for just the health of boxing. Like, I mean, it's going to be a big fight at Madison Square Garden. Okay, Madison Square Garden. It's going to be on ESPN, so you're going to have probably a lot of casuals turning in that don't normally watch boxing. So I want people to, whether they get a glimpse of Linares, Lomachenko, whoever has the better performance on the night, I just want people to see a good fight, and I want boxing to win on the night. And whoever actually deserves to win the fight, if it goes to the cards and it's a close fight, whoever actually deserves to win the fight, if it's Linares, I hope it's Linares. If it's Lomachenko, I hope it's Lomachenko. But I hope they get the decision. And if not, I want to see a stoppage victory, so that we have no questions asked. So yeah, just want to go get this out here on record. I think Lomachenko is going to really turn in a really good performance against Linares, and it'll be the kind of performance that which, you know, I already had Lomachenko number one, so it's not for me. It's not for me, but for the people that are still doubting, because I still have seen people out there doubting Lomachenko, saying that he's not the best fighter in boxing. I hear people say he's not top three. You know, it's ridiculous stuff I keep hearing, but for those people, I think he's going to turn in a hell of a performance, new weight class, bigger fighter, world class fighter, world champion fighter. One of the best fighters in the world, and one of the top 15 best fighters in boxing, I would even venture to say. So that's what I think. Let me know what you guys in the comments down below. I think Lomachenko's going to turn in pound for pound, another pound for pound king caliber performance, and just continue his career and hopefully just build towards a Mikey Garcia fight, because that's ultimately the fight that I want to see for Vasyl Lomachenko in the future. So we'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every Guy Star video, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.